guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Emily, and in today's video we are going to be comparing the BrailleNote Touch to the BrailleNote Touch Plus. The BrailleNote is a product created by Humanware, which Humanware is a company that makes different products for different people with blindness or low vision. And the BrailleNote Touch and Touch Plus are Braille note takers that have been that can also function as tablets. Sorry, I cannot talk today, but they also function as tablets, giving us access to Zoom, Google Docs, all of those kind of things, because Humanware has a partnership with Google which makes them Google certified, which means that they can run on Android. And the Touch Plus came out in 2017, I believe, and I got it as a graduation present in 2018 and used it for about a year or so. And then I got the BrailleNote Touch Plus from my vocational rehab agency, and I have used it currently for maybe about a year and a half, give or take a little bit. And so I just wanted to give my opinion for maybe teachers, people who work in the rehab field, or even consumers who maybe are debating on if they should upgrade, because I know that this is a big investment on if you should upgrade and things like that, because I know that there was a program for a while, the Boost Up program, that would let you upgrade for like $1,500, but I'm not sure if that program was still running or not. But either way, even if you're doing a trade-in or buying straight out, the upgrade is still really expensive. So I know a lot of people who have been on the fence. But a brief history of the BrailleNote line is that the original BrailleNote came out in 2000, I believe, which was the BrailleNote Classic. And then they came out with the BrailleNote Empower, then the BrailleNote Apex, the BrailleNote Touch, and the BrailleNote Touch Plus. I have used the Apex, the Touch, and the Touch Plus, but we will be focusing on the Touch versus the Touch Plus in this video. And in my video on Thursday, I will be talking about the Apex versus the Touch Plus, because I've also got some questions on if you should upgrade from that device. But let's get into it. Let's start with the body of both devices. The body of the Touch and the Touch Plus are very similar. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but they both have a 9 keyboard display, or 9 keyboard Perkins smart case. I am holding my Touch Plus in front of me, and then they also have an LCD, a 9-inch LCD screen. Don't mind the small crack in mine. Things happen sometimes when you carry your device around in a backpack. And then they also both have the panel of cursor routing keys, which kind of I like to explain to sighted people, kind of function as a mouse, so you can click on it right above the Braille cell and find exactly where you're trying to go in a document. Or they can also function as like an enter key sometimes. And then under that is your 32 cell or 18 cell Braille display, depending on which model you get. Mine is a 32, and I always recommend 32 cell if you can read it, or if you can afford it, is what I should have said, because they 32 cells allow for you to get more information at one time. And then it also has the Touch and the Touch Plus have your thumb keys and your back button, home button, and your context menu/app switcher button. And then it also has your volume key, the same volume keys and power button. But one of the coolest changes, in my opinion, is the charger port right here on, if it's facing you the right side, which is, or no, if it's facing you, it's the left. When it's facing away from me like it is, it's the right. But if it's facing you like on a desktop, it would be the left side at the very top. They switched it to USB-C on the Touch Plus because the first generation Touch had micro USB, and I was one who had several issues. The charger thing, like on the inside, would come off of the insides, so you couldn't charge it. Sometimes the charger cord would get stuck because micro USB, you have to plug it in a very certain way or it doesn't work. So several blind users had issues with that, including me. So they switched it to USB-C, which to me is a big enough, or not big enough, but one of the big reasons why I wanted to upgrade. So yeah, and then going around onto the top of the display, or the top of the unit, they both have one USB thumb drive port. They both have a one SD card slot, and then I'm not sure what it's called, but there is, on both of them, they have one display port. But I believe the difference here is on the original Touch that you could only display images or video. I'm not sure about video, but only images and PowerPoints on a display, like a monitor or something like that. But with this device, you can share both video, images, and audio. So that's awesome if you do a lot of public, I know we're not doing a lot of that right now with the current world situation with the coronavirus, but if you're doing, when things go back to normal, if you do a lot of presentations and things like that, that would be really cool. So that's another reason why you should upgrade. And then other than that, as far as on the outside physical description, everything else is the same. But what really makes it worth the upgrade is the internals. It runs a higher core. I forget exactly what chipset it has, but it was in one of the Galaxy phones, and it has like a 4-core or an 8. I want to say it has an 4-core chip in it, so it runs way faster than the Touch Plus, or the original Touch, and the Touch Plus has more RAM, so that means it just generally runs faster. Like my Touch Plus, if I would ever try to open docs or anything like that, it would open it but not run well, or it could barely open YouTube and things like that without crashing or restarting. But my Touch Plus, I can open docs, I can open YouTube, I can open Zoom beautifully, which is so important, especially right now in today's digital world. It's been awesome for me to have one device that I can read the Braille display, and have one device where I can be in a Zoom meeting, have myself muted, and be taking notes at the same time. It has been amazing. But also it has been just, like I said, just amazing to be able to do that. And for someone who was doing virtual, or who does everything virtual, it is, awesome to be able to have those kinds of things. And not just that, the the internal storage is double. The original Touch had 32 gigabytes of internal storage. This has 64, which is also awesome for, you know, having to save so many more documents off of the web with everything being virtual. So that's some of the reasons why I would recommend upgrading. I hope that this was helpful and not too rambly, but you know me, if you have been around here for a little bit, videos tend to get really rambly sometimes, but I hope that this is more helpful than rambly, and I will see y'all in my next video on Thursday, which will be the BrailleNote Touch Plus versus the BrailleNote Apex. And then I'm hoping on Saturday to have a book review for you guys. I don't know what book yet, but I will have a book review for you guys on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. I will see y'all on Thursday. Have a great day. Have a great Wednesday tomorrow, and see y'all Thursday. Bye!